Hey, what's up, Fit Fam? RJ here. Today I'm going to show you how to use the dumbbells. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my weight set up. So I'm going to show you a series of exercises. This will take about 5 minutes. Make sure you watch it all the way through. All right, so let's start. I'm going to do chest press, and I know everybody likes to lift heavy, so I'm going to show you how to lift the weights, especially if they're heavy. If they're too heavy to lift them up 2 at a time, you want to lift them up 1 at a time. You see how I get centered to the weight? My knees are outside of the weight. I drop my body, I lock my fingers, and I use my legs to get it up. And then I'll bring it over to where I want to work out. Bend my knees, don't bend at the back. Same thing again. Get right over top of the weight, bring it as close to your body as possible. Use your legs to get it up, just like you would doing a squat. Then you put it down. And see how I squatted all the way down? That was just natural for me. The second one, I'm going to get ready for some rows. I'm going to grab, let's go with the 30s. Now I'm going to grab 2 weights. Again, you want to get your feet outside of the weights that you're going to grab. You get a hold of both weights. You get one, keep it inside your body. You get the other, use your legs as much as possible. Walk it over. Squat it down. Do not drop the weights. Squat it down and don't drop your backs. Third, I'm going to get light weights. So we're going to go with the 12. Again, I want to get as close to the weights as possible, even though I know they are lighter. Flat back. Lift up the weight, lift up the weight, and then we'll bring it over here. Bend the knees, not the back. All right, so the first exercise we're gonna do, and I'll get you to come over here, AJ, is the chest press. So typically the weights are gonna be laying on the floor like this. You wanna hurry up to the next station so you can sit down between your weights. The first thing I do is I pop them up onto their sides like this so that they're gonna be able for me to curl them up. Now this is a very heavy weight and I did upper body today, so this is gonna be a true picture of how it should look for you. You grab one side, bring it tight to your body. Then you grab the other, and you see how I struggled with that? But I used as much of my body weight as possible. I get the weights together. Now I'm gonna use the mat to help me assist. So I drop my elbows, and I have my wrists here. Okay, so my wrists are still in. Then I turn it out, put my head down, have my knees bent. Right now I'm supported by the mat, so I can pretty much sit like this forever. Then when you're pressing up, press it up together. You want to bring your elbows right down to the mat. Same thing, up, back down. When you're done, you turn it back to the position that you kind of first started with, then you put the weights down. I like to put them down like this so that they're ready for me for the next time. So I'm going to get AJ to come to the side, or was that good enough?
That was good.
All right, so that's your flat chest press. Again, one weight, second weight, you almost have to curl it, then you roll back, and you're gonna use your elbows as leverage. So your elbows, right? So my fingers are pointing up towards the ceiling, then I rotate outwards to get the chest press, up and together, down, till my elbows are supported again. When I'm done, I bring them into my sides, place them down. That's a flat chest press. Now we're gonna move on to the rows. Now typically when people are doing the rows, I'm gonna get you to come to the side here, AJ. What ends up happening is people are picking up weights like this and they're putting extreme strain on their low back because this is where the weak point is. You think about a teeter-totter. The teeter-totter is the center point. That's the weak point, right in the middle. So what's happening is I'm putting that weakness into my low back. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get down into proper position. And the way you do that is you push your hips back by sticking your butt up in the air. Then you're going to sink down so that your stomach is almost pressed right up against your thighs. And you see how my body is flat to the floor. So now you can see it's flat to the floor. Essentially, if I was standing up, this is what it'd look like. I go straight down. That's the first position. Now these are 30-pound weights. This is good enough weight for me. So for me to effectively get this technique down with my low back, I can't go too heavy. So when you pick the weights up, use your legs. Plant your feet. Bend over at your hips. Get your back flat. Keep your shoulders back. Then you row. Right? Do you see how my back is still flat? I'm not standing up and pulling the weights like this. This is not what we want to do. We want to get a flat back and drawing the elbows in towards the spine. That's even a little bit too heavy for me. Essentially what you're doing, focusing on my back here, is you're drawing your elbows straight back and you're squeezing between your shoulder blades. Squeeze between your shoulder blades to activate your mid back. So that's a bent over row. Key is positioning. Now the series of 3 exercises I'm going to show you all relate to that bending at the hips. We got reverse flies, we got kickbacks, and then I'll show you side raises after. So again, when you're doing your lifts, right, use your legs, bend over at the hips so that you can get a flat back. You reach your arms out in front of you, again, flat back. So we'll give you this angle here, flat back. Come to the side, flat back. Then your arms go straight. I don't want to see rocking. This is not proper technique. You see this? And that's all momentum. If you need to go lighter, you need to go lighter. These are 12 pounds weights. These are pretty much what I'll be using. Go straight, straight. Your back, your hips are all in that same flat back position, right? So my butt is right up in the air, but my chest is flat, down, pretty much flat with the floor. Now the same goes with bent over kickbacks. So again, let's pick up the weights, bend at the hips, get my stomach down to my thighs, drive your elbows straight back. So you look at this angle right here, straight back. Right here, elbows high, straighten the arms out. Straighten the arms out. Now those are 12-pound weights and they're getting heavy. Elbows up, straight back. Straight back. The only thing that should be moving is from your elbow down to your wrist. So elbows back, straight back. Now the third exercise is the shoulder side raise. And when you do a shoulder side raise, I want you to engage your biceps and triceps first so that you don't take up the weight in through the elbow. And this is a common mistake you see guys doing, is they'll grab heavy weights and they're just lifting them to lift them. They're not actually engaging the muscles, okay? Here, the mid delts, which we're trying to work, go straight from this and they go straight down. So any other angle, we're not activating those mid delts. And that's what we're trying to work, that little muscle group right there, which goes straight up and down. So, pick up your weights, flex your biceps and triceps, you lift up to 90, you come back down. Fast up, slow down. This is the pace. Again, we don't want none of this, and guys, it happens all the time. I see it every single day. Arms straight, down, up, down, 90 degrees, down. Put it down. All right, now I'm gonna show you how to re-rack these weights. It's the opposite of what you started off with, so let's start with my heavier weights. I'm gonna put them down, get over top of them, so let's get you come around here. Come over top of them, grab the weight like this, right? This is still part of your routine, guys. You have to make sure that you're putting these things back right. Flat back, lift through the legs, waddle on over, bend your knees first, get as close to the rack as possible, then put it back. Same thing here. Put it on the floor. Do not slam the weights. Get over top of it, eyes up, use your legs, waddle on over, get as close to the rack as possible, place it in. If we're going to be doing 2 lifts, okay, so 2 dumbbells at the same time, grab the weights, turn them, squat, get as close to as possible, use your legs, walk them on over. Get as close to the rack as possible, right? Get in tight, get in tight. This way you're not leaning over, you're gonna hurt your back. Now we got the really light weights. So what we want to avoid is doing this, right? We don't want to just pick weights up. Get in here, pick it up, use your legs, get as close to the rack as possible. Put one down, make sure that it's down efficiently. You don't want to clip your finger on another weight. Get the other one in there, nice, snug, secure. And that's how you effectively use dumbbells. We'll see you at the next workout.